What about my sweat equity?
Sweat equity. Sweat equity.
My sweat equity. My sweat equity.
Toddy.
Sweat equity.
What about my sweat equity?
God almighty.
You really gave up on that hottie toddy.
I ran out of breath. I'm trying
Yeah,
to fix
that's
my
what it was.
headphones there.
Out of shape.
Sweat Equity Podcast, pragmatic business advice with dick jokes. I forget we have to address that sometimes for new listeners that
Oh, yeah.
never heard this podcast. That,
It's shocking.
I think we've turned away some people I've heard. So if you want to go on iTunes, help us out. 5-star review this shit. Give a little sentence on there in the review, and then subscribe. That's the cheat code to get us up everything. If you're not an iTunes person, we're on everything, or Apple Podcast app.
Yeah, no more iTunes.
But we're on Spotify, we're on Google Play, we're on if we're not on whatever system, whatever platform, just let us know.
Too bad. I'm not doing any more of them.
I'll
There's too much.
I'll say I'll do it, and then I won't do it.
Do you want to be
kind of
on?
like reading a text now?
It's like Podbean. Like, I've never heard of it until now, and now you want me to give you all the free content you want?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, come on, guys, it's a lot.
That being said, I'm still waiting to hear back from iHeartRadio. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, those giggles you're hearing, friend of the program, we're gonna try to have him on as much as we can until he moves to Tennessee, to Neyland Stadium. Is that where it is? Is that what it's called? The Tennessee Stadium.
The site of the World's Fair. Yeah, the scrappiest city they could.
Scrappiest city that could.
Yeah, it's a really cool story.
I kind of like that kind of moniker.
Yeah, I mean, they'll accept scrappy people like me. So
I'm gonna get your last name correct, Alex Abel.
See, and I say Abel.
Yeah, that's what I say, and he corrected me. And
it's got a nice ring to it.
That
literally.
sweet, genteel voice you're hearing is his mother, Sally Joe.
Hello.
Archer, not Abel. That's an easy last name.
Yeah, I'm remarried.
Oh, okay. Archer's a cool name. Yeah.
Cool cartoon too.
Yeah.
This is how you get ants.
What? Oh, yeah. I forgot that's on the show. So, do you want to? You have a plethora of brands you want to give a shout out to?
So we,
Dr. Dre.
we were talking. Beats by Abel. Abel, not Abel, not Abel. Whatever you want to call me, I don't care.
The big one
Alex.
is
Acting like it matters is only going to make us mispronounce it more.
We just lost everybody. Let'sLunchPool.com at Let's Lunchpool.
Yeah.
I want to keep talking about this app if you need to
Well,
get a base.
but for a second though, I don't want to even talk about my app. So one thing that I've realized is huge in the business world is the law of reciprocity.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like basically
Yin and yang.
Yeah, you give, and
69.
the universe will take care of you.
There's a mom here.
She laughed. She's not
She's
audibly
blushing.
laughing, but I can see. I know my audience.
So I was thinking, what if we just like pimp out the show a little bit? We do some shameless plugs, Wayne's World style.
Okay.
I have if your friends are doing stuff, like Law has some friends listening to the show. I have my app. My mom is gonna write a book one day, hopefully. Eric, I don't know what you do, but I think you do stuff
much.
here.
Nah.
He does a lot.
But you'll see a lot of, especially in the techie world, you'll see a lot of people with stickers on their gear, like their laptops. So like, check this out. I've got a lot of stuff on mine. I don't know if.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, we don't have it up back
Ah.
there. It's a composite. No, you're being recorded, so you can put it back.
Yeah,
up.
you can put it
But
back up.
it's a composition notebook for those listening.
So basically,
Skin for his laptop.
I got Spatty's coffee.
Is that
They got
one recording?
really good,
Mm-hmm.
really good coffee. We got
I turned that
Bandit coffee. I go to a lot of coffee shops. I got the Planetary Society. Pretty cool. Dr. Dre in the house.
The Chronic.
We got
Not the Chronic 2001.
no, the original.
Mm-hmm.
We got Tampa Startup. So that's they do Startup Week, Startup Weekend, which we actually won with Lunch Pool. That's where we got our start.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I guess what I'm trying to say though is, don't just ask your friends about what they're doing. Like, support their stuff. Like, give them reviews on iTunes and Spotify. Like, really, if you want to support your friends, they'll support you when you have something going on. That's how we've been so successful.
Yeah.
so
On the
far.
flip side, don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah, you're right.
Like we were doing in our very last podcast.
Yeah.
You know, you do that for us, we're gonna give you 2 back.
Yeah.
Law and I both. We're gonna give you a review, whatever you want. It's so easy, and
Still
it
waiting
can
on my
benefit
reviews,
so
by
many
the way.
people.
still waiting on those.
Where do you send us the
How
link?
do we review
have to
it?
send
I
us
sent
the
you the link. I sent it on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I
Oh.
didn't. And I didn't
Yeah,
review it.
I'll give him like a week.
We have like 7 different ways we're talking to each other.
We
so,
do.
Like, I'm
You
not
just
even,
added Slack to the mix too, which I was like, oh no.
we've had Slack.
Or no, you added
Look at-
Instagram. Instagram is the new one.
I didn't mean to, because I don't use that to talk to people. I don't slide.
My
DMs.
mom doesn't know what Instagram is, so we might have to explain it to her.
It's short for Instagrandma. It's for grandmas. It's a grandma site.
We're very popular.
The Golden Girls is really popular on there.
So a couple more shout outs. Soiree. I brought you guys these desserts from Delicious Soiree.
I'll eat them because Eric can't.
Yeah, you're on the keto stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
these are I want you to eat one on air. 'cause
Nope.
They look like they've.
I
Eat
won't
it
eat on
afterwards.
air.
Eat it afterwards. Put it in the
Yeah.
comments. It's the best shop. We've been hanging out in St. Pete a lot, working at Rising Tide. Another shout out.
What is that?
It's Rising Tide Innovation Center. It's like a secret layer for entrepreneurs, artists, also accountants, lawyers.
Should we be talking about it?
Yeah, secret.
Secret?
layer.
Do we just blow?
It's like one of those
blow
Fight
up the
Club things
spot?
where you kind of like you're not supposed to talk about it, but everybody talks about it.
Yeah, guess what? You're not allowed back there now.
But
buddy.
if you maybe
Fucking
not
sweat
They
equity
might take
exclusive,
my
yeah.
my key away. But it's really cool. They have a Harry Potter room of requirements where you can just
I'm
take
out.
naps.
Oh,
Or you can take naps though.
I thought
I
it
call
was-
it the upside down.
well,
It's a misbranding.
I thought it was just like they love Harry
put on the
Potter in
sorting hat,
Yes,
and we
it's
will
a
find
it's a
out.
LARPer's lair. You have to dress up like a live action role player.
there. Yeah. I don't know how to yes and that.
So, well, yes, and to say that what we did was we, with Lunch Pool, we're trying to reclaim the lunch break. We think that people aren't taking lunch breaks. And so as part of that, one of my teammates, Megan, she was like, this is on a Monday. She's like, can we just go take over St. Pete? Like, can we go to all these restaurants and do a food tour?
Mhm.
And I was like, me being me, I was like, yes, I'm going to go to every restaurant and ask if they want to participate. We got ended up with 7 restaurants.
Yeah.
And like Soiree was one of our favorites. Ford's Garage, Pacific Counter. They gave me a hat, which was cool.
Ooh,
That hat?
No, I couldn't find it this morning.
Oh.
So yeah, this is
it's a gingerbread man
it's a gingerbread.
with sharp teeth and a maroon bill.
Did you make that in 3rd grade?
Maybe. My daughter made it for me, man.
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't.
Yeah. She doesn't
We
have the
see right
dexterity
through
to do
that.
that yet. We know.
I don't know. She's
Um,
dexterous.
So for the 2 people that are still listening, though, I'd like to do one last shameless plug. Fabrica Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
If you comment with a GIF that's related to pizza,
Well, we call it GIF in here.
a GIF. Oh man,
I'm
we could go a
kidding. I just
whole
like to
episode on
correct
I call
that.
it GIF.
GIF. If
Stay
you do a
in the middle.
GIF, we're gonna put this on. This goes on Facebook, right?
Mhm.
So if
Well,
you're
maybe.
listening on, Spotify.
We may not
We
publish
might
this.
not.
It's
Yeah,
pretty boring.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna cry.
Keep it
Well,
going.
$20
Just keep the
$20
plugs to
gift
12
card.
minutes.
This is honestly the most engaging thing that we may have ever had. Free stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, no one
It's a great thing.
no one brings anything when they come on the show.
$20, and then we have a lunch breaks or sacred T-shirt. If you want a pizza, comment with a pizza GIF on the Facebook page.
Mhm.
On the actual broadcast. If you want a T-shirt, do something lunch related, and we'll pick a winner.
Sweet.
Sweet.
When do you know? When are you gonna pick
Uh,
it? Like tomorrow?
We'll pick
No, we
it-
won't put it out till
What's a cool date?
Thursday. Friday.
We'll pick it Friday.
Friday.
Yeah,
Somebody's
Friday.
getting free pizza.
Nice.
Free Pizza Friday. Yeah.
right.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, but just plug your friend's stuff. Like if you get an opportunity to be on a podcast, just hook them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the number one thing we tell people for being a guest on the podcast. Like, we'll give you the video. Like, put this stuff out there. Chop it up. I'll throw together the most interesting 60 seconds. You can put it out there. Like, original content is hard.
Yeah,
It's hard to get your own content if you're
Especially
writing your own
with, like,
blog stuff.
fancy cameras and nice sound quality. I mean,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you put a lot into your craft.
yeah, we're in a bit of a skeleton crew of equipment right now, but thank you.
Yeah. Right now we have our internet down. I've calmed down from a roid rage about 30 minutes ago.
Came in, he was all sweaty and veiny.
My traps were up to my ears. I was so mad. I looked like Bane.
Not that big.
Well, he's not that big. But yeah, he's a small guy.
No, I'm saying you're not as big as Vane.
Oh.
Bane.
Oh, I'm
Vain.
I got
You're
the vein.
vain.
I got
He's
the
vain.
yeah. I'm vain. I'm just really
Vain.
narcissistic Bane.
Yeah. He does a lot of shoulder crunches.
Oh, the mask is just an intercom to receive compliments.
I'll write that down.
Yeah, I like it.
Vane, the superhero.
So Lunchful,
Film.
I really like. I've got an idea for you. I want to pitch.
Yeah,
I didn't get to
let's hear
pitch.
it.
I've got a couple ideas.
Now is your time to take a shit on him, Alex.
All right.
Yeah. Shit on this.
I'll get the sound effects ready.
Hey, chew on this. Chew
Hate it.
shit on
Hate
this.
it already. Terrible idea.
All right.
Not listening.
So, oh no, I don't. So I've gotten to the point where I just know this probably won't happen. I just like to pitch stuff for funsies.
Oh, we've got some pretty impossible things in the pipeline. So
We've talked off mic. So
my mom always told me that you can do anything you put your mind to. So I'm working on it.
I've got a mom like that too.
Well, if you have the ability, but you got to put the work in.
Okay.
Sweat equity.
Boom.
There you go.
Put in the work.
That's why we
Put
did this.
in the work.
Oh yeah.
The titular name of the podcast.
Yeah.
It's so, yeah. It's I like what y'all are doing. That's why I want to get you in here as much as possible. I definitely want to do the strategy session with your team.
Yeah.
Just I think that'd be fun. Almost as a crossword puzzle for me. That kind of it helps me work on other stuff a lot of
Well,
the
that's why
time.
co-working spaces are so huge right now, because it's nice to just be around other creative-driven people.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've talked about they have that theory you're influenced by the 5 people you hang out with the most,
Yeah.
but then the 5 people they hang out with the most has an indirect
Like the network effect. Yeah.
yeah, it has a ripple effect to you. So if Eric's hanging out with a bunch of crystal meth guys again,
That was a weird week.
They're
Well,
high
he was-
energy.
he was
Need to
doing-
get stuff done.
he does own a dental practice, so he was doing it to get some customers.
Yeah, sit 'em right in the
Ooh,
chair.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
It's a good target audience.
Target to meth heads.
Well, they
And
Also,
Hey.
snacks. If you own like a convenience store, you could link those two together.
snacks.
Isn't that why their teeth are so
Sugar.
bad? Because of sugar?
Oh,
I think it's from dehydration and then just complete lack of caring for your teeth. Like,
okay.
oh, I thought it was from the pipe.
I mean, I think
Join
it's
us
like,
next week
I
when we
think it's-
interview a meth user.
I think the main thing is just like being super dehydrated, and then like we need to have Nikki on, my wife, the dentist, to tell
Oh
us
wait,
why.
I was like,
Well,
where are you
and
going with
if
this?
If they throw up,
Yeah, I think
if they throw-
that has
your,
Eee.
your
acid. Yeah,
stomach acids, jockeys have bad.
All right,
teeth.
let's
Ah.
repivot though. I want to hear this idea. Sorry.
yeah. What's the idea, Law?
Oh man, I can't read out loud. So meth mouth is characterized by broken, discolored, rotting teeth. The drug causes the salivary glands to dry out, which allows the mouse acid to eat away at tooth and
The
animal,
Mouse
causing cavities.
acid.
We did it. We figured it out.
The mouth acid.
So
Um,
gross.
So yeah, but that's a good target audience. People
G-Rose.
that and dip.
Do you have like
people
a-
who dip.
Do you have a?
That's a legit
you have
maybe
a sound
good
clip for that?
What? Meth head? No.
We've got
I just
Lou
got it.
Brown.
Okay,
Uh,
back
What?
to what was the point? What were you wanting him to do?
Oh,
I'm gonna pull y'all back in.
Wow.
School teacher here.
thank
let's
you.
go.
No, that's great. We
need
do
you
need
to
some
stay
of
all the time.
that. Yeah, we need you as the
We do need a team mom.
we
The
need you as the
director.
R.
Let's go. Let's go,
Yeah,
boys.
juice box.
Yeah, we only have 33 minutes. So I've got all right. So you guys have your branding and site out there, the brand message.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about this until after you were here last time. Friend of the program, one of my best friends, Brendan T. Gleason, former stand-up comedian. I like to put that in there as a jab. He used to do something for fun. At one point when we were working in an office together, he took songs and replaced love with lunch.
Yeah.
And I was like, that should be your copy for all your
Ah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do hate it.
All you well with. So let me get some examples. Let me get some examples.
This is
The
where I
power of
should've-
lunch.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
All you
power
need
of
is lunch.
I would do anything for lunch, but I won't
Mm.
do that. And then in parentheses, it's like not have lunch.
Yeah, it's
You
super
know, so-
confusing.
You do cute copy like that. I think that would be
Okay.
fun.
Yeah.
I think that Lunch to Lunch You by Timbaland and Magoo.
What's
Do
what's
the
your favorite
Brady-
love song?
Brady
Mom?
lunch.
What's your favorite love song? Put you on the spot.
Can't think of any songs right now. So I know.
Favorite love song.
She's a Gordon Lightfoot. fan.
Casey and JoJo.
Don't you want somebody to lunch? That doesn't really work as well.
There's some better ones in there. I should have sat and thought about
Reply
it. for a
in the
minute.
comments with your favorite lunch song.
Yeah, or give us a 5-star review and put your favorite
Yeah.
lunch in
Yeah.
there. What's your favorite lunch?
I like it. I like it for the We've been working on our copy. So
Yeah, look, I know how it is when you. It's like kind of the last thing in a weird way is the brand messaging.
Yeah. But
externally.
it's so important, though. It's so important.
Super important. I always try to ghostwrite like a 19-year-old like a positive 19-year-old chick, like
Yeah.
like very
That's a good way to put it.
bubbly. Like just
We brought in
and
a
it's
friend.
it's safe.
We
really.
brought in a friend of ours, my friend Connor Storch. He has a company called Co, just CO, and he does like this cute little thing where it's like Lunch Pool and Co on all the stuff that he helps us build.
Uh-huh.
But he built a brand compass for
God
us.
damn it, that's smart.
Yeah, it's real smart. It's cool.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy. Shout out Connor. What up? But he's
not listening.
not listening.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
probably will never hear this. But he built our brand guidelines, and he was like, your friends call you out better than anybody else can. And he's like, you got to stop with the puns. It's too many puns in your copy. And I was like, I'm never going to stop with the pun. I'm a dad.
Yeah, but
Dad
how
jokes
about
are
I
kinda
just
my
give
thing.
a theme of puns?
I like the theme of puns. I think maybe we can compromise.
you
on
married to
that.
that,
Yeah.
right? And if
Yeah.
you get it, you get it, and if you don't, you
Yeah.
don't, right?
Did you say, why are you trying to punish me?
Well, it's like he had a good example. He's like, you can use them if you use them wisely. So
Nice.
like he said that
Nice.
we're trying to
That took me a second.
yeah punishment.
Sounds
trying-
Joe got it. She got it.
She's smart. She's quick.
Marvel
So-
presents the Punisher.
So in our mission statement, he helped us craft like we're trying to show corporations that you can use technology more tastefully. And I was like, that's interesting. That's a good wordplay.
Sure. Yeah, because the internet's still Wild West to a lot of people. There's still a lot of, I mean, if anything news related has a lot of mistrust, distrust
Yeah.
because of misinformation, disinformation. But I mean,
We don't even talk about the news. We have to be careful talking about the news.
why?
Well, just
Don't watch it.
well,
We don't
Yeah,
watch
we
the
don't-
news.
we don't
well,
watch
no,
it.
like
Stop to-
I stopped watching it.
I'm more conservative than all of you, I'm sure, but I'm also very.
I'm a free market guy.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, I love people in the world.
Yeah.
So
There's
let's
stuff
do
that makes sense, and there's stuff that's just
It's-
but
stupid.
the news
that easy.
The news like sets you up to be at odds with each other. It's
Yeah,
like,
oh, yeah.
You're either on this side or this side. And it's like the world's not like that.
It's not that
It's
plain.
Yeah, we're
not
not linear.
helping.
Yeah,
It's-
we're
they're
not. We're not binary like that.
yeah, we're not black and white.
Yeah,
Right.
Everything's gray.
except for gender. That's
Well,
that's binary.
that's pretty clear.
I just want to push this alt right thing that
I just,
a friend called me out on.
yeah,
Um,
I don't know why.
I'm not. No, there's a lot of gray.
I know you're not.
There's
but
a lot of gray in there. And no, and someone else was like, "No, you're hardcore libertarian." I was like, "No, I'm not." I was
I'm not
like,
hardcore
I
anything.
yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
to be on any team.
I don't want to be labeled as hardcore anything.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll be over it in a week, whatever it is.
Now let me ask you this, Sally Joe: were you a Democrat growing up? Because there was the old rhetoric: you're a Democrat in your youth and conservative later on.
Yeah, I'm from Georgia, and we were, very. It seemed like, Jimmy Carter's from Georgia, but
Most hardcore president of all time.
I
Oh,
met him
God,
at his
did he?
church.
Yeah.
I have a picture on my fridge with him.
Really?
On the fridge.
On the
Nice.
he
fridge.
went
Wow.
to a Sunday school class when he was 12.
Shirt tucked in, all like bloused out.
Oh,
like a little nerd
structure.
that I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
had driven a few miles from Fitzgerald to Plains.
Yeah, Plains, Georgia.
Yeah.
You
And-
drove?
Well,
didn't
he
drive.
had
Oh, I
rid-
was
he
like,
had
what's
rid-
going on in Georgia?
He had rid.
Yeah, it's a
Hey,
pickup
I could-
truck. You
I
can
could
drive it.
when
Doesn't
I
matter
was
how old you are.
13. Hey, what you talking about?
Yeah, I
had
don't
a-
know
had
how
a car-
rural it
I
is.
had a car when I was 14, so
I was talking to my dad. He used to, if you've been in Tampa, because we have listeners outside the area, the longest unbroken sidewalk in the world, Bayshore Boulevard. You know our town. I like how you jumped. You made Mama jump.
I turned it down. I turned it down.
the-
Gotta hear that air horn.
You know your city has no identity when that's the coolest thing we've got.
how
And
long our sidewalk is.
look, unbroken sidewalk.
Yeah.
It has to be unbroken,
Right.
or else
not
it's not
cut up by a
correct.
stupid
But
street.
also, pretty soon, we're going to be known as the most lunchable place in the nation.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
But you wanted to ask me a question.
That was my question. Did you change throughout? Did you change? My thing is like flip flopper became a thing. It's bad for politicians, which I think is incorrect. I think it's
yeah.
good to change your mind.
Yeah.
Unless like you're clearly doing it. Like there's a lot of stuff with Hillary Clinton recently, like didn't want gay marriage, and then all of a sudden was down for it. That seems just a swing to get votes, right? Just to try to change your mind for that.
It depends a little who
But
who
if
it's coming
you have
from.
a ba-
Moved
but-
to New York or something.
right. Yeah, and so it's like I think it depends on the inertia to make that decision. But flip flopping is not a bad idea at all. Like I think Look, I used to not be an emoji guy. Now I'm an emoji guy.
Yeah.
Look at me.
We're humans.
I'm
We
fucking-
change. We change over time. Like, that's the
self-actualization,
beauty. Yeah.
Yeah, talk about bad marketing. I mean, flip flopper. The term is just like got a negative connotation, but like it's-
I blame big
you can't call the
Crocs.
person somebody who learns from their mistakes or
Yeah.
like
Well, you
looks
know,
into things
I
and figures
prefer
it
to
out.
say it's choice. We have a choice.
Sure.
Yeah.
We have a choice. Why does it have to be? I've got to be this or that. You know, Tea Party, Independent, Green, Democrat,
Sure.
Republican. Why?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Let me just study the candidates. And right now, let's just wipe it clean and start over.
Yeah.
Oh my word!
Yeah.
Let's
It
just-
seems to be.
So you're for killing all politicians. Got it.
Not kill them.
He's
No,
just
let's
trying to-
not
That's
do
what
that.
I heard.
Just go home.
I'm a journalist.
You just don't
get
want to be the most volatile politician person.
Don't get all that retirement. Don't get everything, that none of us do in the working world.
Oh yeah, the congressmen, their benefits make you sick to your stomach. They don't
Oh.
pay for nothing. They make like 140 grand a year. They all have second jobs. They're real jobs that they're millionaires already. Because how do you get to be a congressman not being a millionaire?
Exactly.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I can see us going down this political route.
Oh, I mean, I just think, well, we're all on the same page. It's not like we're hollering at each other. I mean, it's
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to tie this into some kind of pragmatic advice to like getting your hustle on. And it's
learn from your mistakes.
well,
Be a
there's-
flip flopper.
Yeah,
Do it.
change.
good.
Well, it's like
good.
if you're
People do change. I
you
think.
hate.
I don't
We were
know.
just talking about Henry, friend of the show. We were talking about web platforms. Like we've been using WordPress for our site at Lunchpool, but he's like trying to sell us on Gatsby. It's a new idea.
His real name, Nick Carraway. So yeah,
Really?
that's a Gatsby reference. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
I
Nice.
have a great
Count
candidate,
it.
but-
All right.
But like technology changes over time.
You know this
The
is a
tools that you
Squarespace
change.
house in here.
Is it a
so-
Squarespace house?
Yeah, we've done like 100
Ooh.
sites. Squarespace.
See, I might could be flip flopped on that because I always hated on Squarespace, but
They need to give us a promo code. I'm going to cut it off here because if
All
they
right.
give us a promo code, I keep talking about how much we love them.
Nice.
I'll show you off.
They're
off my-
okay.
Yeah, they're just
They're
okay.
just okay.
all right.
You can try.
The next episode, once you get the promo code, they'll be the bees. knees.
We have literally
We have
cut
looked in those cameras and been like, "Give it to us, give us a promo code," and
then
they don't ever do it.
targeted ads towards their office in Dublin. So,
It's
Yeah.
not just like a commission junction thing where you can get one.
well, we're not big. We're not that big. Like you listen the
I thought you guys
podcast.
were big. That's why I'm here. You
Oh
guys-
no, we're not even really recording.
Oh.
This is a practice.
You mean I put
It's a
my
mental
lipstick
hospital,
on for
actually.
nothing?
Drink this water, and what's gonna happen to me?
You have lipstick on? I didn't even know. I thought it
Do
was.
I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do I? I
Oh my
forgot.
God!
Those are the ones where the word ending that you can identify as Southerner is the IE.
Oh
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Pie.
Or
I can't say it.
naked.
I can't say
Pie.
pie. It's
Pie.
pie.
Oh well, if you really want to know, it's when I lived in L.A. or gone around the country
Uh-huh.
and get people think I'm dumb because I use y'all.
Oh yeah, but everybody uses y'all.
No, they
No,
don't.
they don't.
They use you guys.
Oh,
They think you guys sounds better.
you guys.
I've been in
It
a
just
lot.
sounds like
Excuse me,
the.
I'm not a guy. I'm a girl.
Right. And what's your pronoun? I don't know. I'm gonna say y'all.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the only safe one.
Yeah. But y'all. And then I would. I got so mad about this one time with a bunch of friends of mine. I was like, it's smarter, guys. It's a contraction. I'm getting to the point
You all,
quicker.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
efficient.
Brevity is the soul of wit. Come
Mhm.
on, man.
Y'all get it together.
So lunch pool. Other ideas.
Hey, while I'm thinking of it, your idea for singing the songs with lunch and love, how are you gonna swing that with intellectual property issues?
What do you mean?
What about parody? Can you?
I
You
don't
can
know.
do that.
I'm just
in
asking.
copy though.
I'm just asking.
With copy, I would just wait till you get a cease and
If
desist.
if it's
Mm.
copy, then aren't you kind of killing the whole idea of using it, the
You just find
music
it-
side of it?
Find another song.
But
They'd
what you
have
know
to
what I'm
really be on top of their game.
But you're saying for written copy.
Yeah, not
You-
like trademark like
Oh.
slogans or anything.
I'm picturing it like being played.
no,
in a
I'm on
video or
I'm on
something.
let'slunchpool.com and I'm looking at like, you have a headline that says build real connections over your lunch break. You could put that as a big headline in front of that that's just fun to grab someone's attention,
Mhm.
right? That doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
It's kind of fluff.
I got it.
You
I
know, that
getcha.
PR. Plus, you can use it for what I call social post copy, which is when you're putting out stuff on Instagram. You got to write a comment of some
Yeah,
sort.
it's got it
That's
nice
like
and
a
easy,
second
locked
joke.
and loaded, ready to go.
But
Mhm.
that's why I forget how much I hate trying to do that stuff on the fly because you have to write one joke
Mm-hmm.
or something kind of witty, and then you got to write another one in the comment.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pragmatic business advice. Do you guys use a swipe file?
What's that?
So you're gonna like this.
Okay.
Swipe file?
Yeah, there's this book. I can't remember the guy's name, but it's called Write Everything Right. So like WRITE, everything correctly. He talks about a swipe file. So basically, his copywriting secret is whenever you're reading anything and you find something like, man, that's really interesting, or that's a cool factoid, or that's worded brilliantly, put it in a file, and then that way when you're writing, you can just swipe it.
I got you. So
So-
yes, I actually do.
Yeah,
But I've never heard it called that.
I kind of do that in Evernote.
Yeah, we use Evernote. Like just. I mean,
Nice.
I've got 1,000
Yeah.
things where it's just like, just to have
It's
it.
for inspiration.
You never know.
Yeah.
I forgot you would know all like these.
The terms, yeah.
You would know all these terms and philosophies, methodologies,
Yeah.
and then you would tell us, "Hey, you guys should do that." And we were like,
Oh, we
we're
do
just
that.
Dumb, for dumb.
We just don't know the
or we
words
just
to
don't-
use.
We're that's like a proactive laziness to me.
Yeah,
Right? It's
yeah.
like, well, I don't want to have to do my own
But
copy
the-
later,
But the next,
Yeah.
but we're doing it.
Right.
But the next step is that I've been trying to figure out how to use Instagram, and like, I'm an old man. I grew up with Facebook.
So what do you need help with?
So Instagram is a totally different world because you have to like curate. There's like different ways to do stories, different ways to do the feed.
Okay.
Megan from my team, she said she didn't call it a swipe file, but it's basically a Instagram swipe file. You can have you can favorite images, and you can create these little collections that are just for you to see. So she does that with some of her favorite accounts to
Yeah.
see like what they do that works really well for attracting someone like her. And like,
I do that with the ads on there
nice,
because
yeah.
I'm placing ads, so I
Yeah.
want to see what got my attention.
So I think that's the best advice that I've heard lately, which is look at what's working on you. Like if you're a consumer and you know what works because you're living it, put that to the side and be like, oh, this obviously is something I should learn from.
Well, a lot of that. So what's hard is in practice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of what we've talked about the last couple episodes is kind of that mindfulness to do that. Like I was thinking about what we were talking about last episode, and we need to get more reviews.
Mhm.
It's pathetic how many reviews we have on iTunes. And so what I need to do is set a reminder, like make it like this month, like
Yeah.
just every morning, set a reminder to see that, oh yeah, be mindful, or write on my hand
Yeah.
every morning or whatever. Get more reviews while you're out and about. Because the thing is, it's hard to. It's not hard, and it's not super difficult. It's just more of like,
It's hard to be
what are
mindful
my
of it.
what are my goals that are kind of like non-urgent, not super important
Yeah.
at the moment. If we're doing an Eisenhower matrix style,
Yeah.
but like, it's that thing of like those small goals over time, right?
Yeah.
That's why I use habit list. That's something
there
I
you
would
go.
put in habit list. It's just
I need
like,
to look. You told me about that.
yeah. I mean, it's so simple. It's the simplest thing, but
You
like,
check it off
I,
every day if you do that.
I use it every day.
I think I
mean,
I overwhelmed myself. I think when we did this last time, you talked me into it, and I started using it, and then I was like, I put way too much.
You're
stuff
like
in
you're
there.
like me. You're like I'm in this this self improvement mode. So I'm like I'm gonna learn German. I'm gonna floss. I'm gonna do push ups, and like the list goes on. And like that's not sustainable and it's not realistic.
but no, I can go at that clip, and I
Yeah.
used to. The problem is, getting back to there
Mhm.
is it's moderation in terms of moderation is the Oscar Wilde quote. So
Yeah.
like, or wait, is it moderation? Oh god damn it, I gotta look it up.
Moderation in everything.
something, yeah.
In
Including
all
moderation.
things, moderation.
even
Yeah.
moderation. Yeah, the habit list is good because you can use it for like reminders and stuff too, where it's like something you need to do monthly.
Call my mom
Right.
every day.
Boom,
Hey,
did
mama.
you do that? And it'll
Yeah.
Would
keep
you
you
like me to call you every day?
She just did the cool wink
Yeah.
too. I can't do that. You ever try to
What
do
is
it? She just give me a cool wink, like, yeah,
Let me see.
that's
Let's
right.
see it.
That's
She
cool.
can't- yeah.
Well,
What do
that-
you let?
Oh, there you
let me
go.
see
I'm
what
like,
you're.
hey guys,
Okay,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
mine's got to be like animated. I'm like,
I look like a
Droke.
I look like an old baby doll trying to do it. Like,
it just like comes down.
It's like when you
Stays flickering.
I stopped saying like, oh, you have such a cute baby. I didn't realize how creepy that sounds from a guy.
Oh, if you don't have your kids with you, don't tell
Right.
them you have a cute baby. Like I have kid. Oh, they're at home. Believe me, please.
I swear.
Put your phone down, sir. Please don't call. Please don't call, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with people? I would just be all over somebody complimenting my babies.
It's,
I know.
You'd think
different
so,
world.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's we've talked about this too, is there's a fallacy of fear with a lot of people too walking around, right? So it's like we're safer than we've ever been, but we're more scared than we're ever been. So sometimes people aren't even hearing you when you're actually presenting just a compliment because they're already thinking in self-preservation mode.
Yeah.
In a weird
They're hearing
way.
the idea of what they think you're doing.
Right. They've got
Oh, sir.
chicks have their keys in their fist,
Mm-hmm.
ready,
Yeah.
ready to attack.
Well,
like Wolverine.
it's visual cues because it's like the hat I was wearing last time, the "Make Lunch Great Again."
yeah,
I
I
did-
would throw that in a dumpster.
It's
Not-
a funny joke to me though,
I-
but you're right because
It's not.
well, a lady
Let me tell you.
Hey, I voted for Trump. Jesus.
No, it's not that. I don't care about that at all.
It's just the
Trump's
stigma.
like the coolest. He's like coolest bro of all time.
It's too inflammatory.
it's the
It's too
stigma.
The hat.
divisive. Yeah.
It doesn't matter who likes it or who doesn't.
Right.
You don't want somebody
Turned off.
on the other side who might be not the best person to be like, "Hey, I love your hat."
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's
right.
happened.
But it's
yeah.
a-
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Wait, lunch? What?"
But the joke.
Yeah.
Sorry, the joke is hack. I've seen it. It's like he's got a got pain
Make
slogan
pain
on the shirt. So
Go
it's
away
like
again.
got realty,
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
whatever, got milk is hack.
Yeah.
I have to tell you as a friend.
I didn't make this shirt for the record.
So I
Yeah.
thought about taking one that said "Make America Great Again," but just crossing out GR, so it's like "Make America Eat Again" because we don't go to lunch breaks.
Just
drop
the,
the
hat.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Or
again, it's like it doesn't. Even if you voted for, like, even if you like Trump, like
Mhm.
I don't know if
I'm
that.
just gonna get a hat with the lunch pool logo on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Or what about the T-shirt idea I had for you?
What
Do
was
you
it
remember that?
again?
I want it. So,
Oh, lunch so hard.
well, I like that.
You had a few ideas.
Yeah. This is so. I'll do that as like a writing. That'll count as my comedy writing for the day.
Okay.
If someone's like, "Hey, I need creative something for this,"
Yeah.
I'll just be like, "All right, let me try to sit here and do this."
That'd actually be good for the lyrics T-shirt
What?
designs. Like, all you need is lunch. Lunch is. Yeah.
Oh, it's starting to.
Mm,
Oh, it's got legs.
Yeah.
Oh, the idea's got legs. How about that? There is a shirt in the Tampa Bay area that has been
heard that?
selling like crazy. It's a good looking shirt too. It's very simple. It just says like Tokyo, London, Paris,
Oh yeah,
St. Pete,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. I think Vinny was wearing that. My friend Vinny Tefuro. I don't know if he designed it, but I know he's rocking that one.
Yeah, and so I wanted you to get a take on that with just Lunchables
Mm.
and like slimy ham, like square cheese, round cracker, Lunchable or something like that. Or cross out the
Lunch
Lunchable.
a bell.
Yeah. Mhm.
Ah.
There's something there.
Mm.
There's something to play with there. I don't
Yeah.
know. I got to figure that out. But
I could see a 2D emoji lunchable shirt.
Yeah.
Looks amazing.
So taking
in my
it
mind.
since probably nobody will listen to the end of the podcast. We
What?
we were
Saying that.
dare you?
I'm just kidding. You guys joked about engagement last time, so I've been giving
It's
you a hard
our
time.
podcast. We can joke about it.
Don't call somebody
There
else's
you
baby
go.
ugly.
Yeah.
But whenever we were at Startup Weekend when we started, we found that there was an app in like 2006, I think, that was called DTL, Down to
Down
Lunch.
to lunch.
Yeah. And so we started playing around with that on a lot of our copy, and we had to stop because it was like we were replacing lunch with F-bombs. So it was like
What f bomb?
what was like
What are you talking
Which
about?
one?
Yeah, I don't know.
Fart?
I don't know
can't
this
say
phrase.
it,
I
can't
don't
say
know
it in
this
front
phrase.
of mi madre.
Fart.
But it was like, oh, do you want to be lunch buddies and stuff like that? So,
Wait, down to fart?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yes, fart.
So
Exactly.
Alex
people
won't
just
tell
meet
us
up
what
for
it is.
farting?
Yeah, it's
I don't
France.
know. Guess we'll never know.
Does Mama know? I don't know. I don't know what
I
this
would
means.
love to hear my mom drop an F-bomb on the radio or on the podcast.
I don't think it's gonna
How
happen.
dare you? This isn't rock. Shock,
I'll edit
shock
one in
jock
later.
Radio.
I'll just put it in. I'll just
Yeah.
manipulate her
There
voice
you
and
go.
then make it.
Deep
no
fake.
problem. Yeah,
Deep fake of my
deep
mom.
You
What-
better not. I know where you are.
Well, let's give your plugs out before we close this mother out. You got
So Heights Pizza. I don't think I've shouted them out. If you can see the shirt,
oh, you're
Yep.
gonna go through all of them. Okay.
Heights Pizza.
No, I'm
Okay,
just-
one
no,
down.
I
Go.
just- we already went. So Heights Pizza, Bandit Coffee, Spatty's Coffee, Startup Week. We got Storch, Planetary Society, Soiree, Pacific Counter, and then really leave a pizza GIF, whatever you wanted to call it, GIF, and get this $20. I'm gonna leave this with you guys. They can
Choosy
come pick
moms, choose gift.
Oh man.
They can come pick it up from the podcast studio if Law doesn't use it
I'm
for
definitely
himself.
using this. If no one picks this up, I'm using it. And
You have until Friday.
yeah, and you
Or else.
And remember, we started this podcast by saying reciprocate. And so if you give us a review, you hit us, take a screenshot, hit us on social media with it. Eric and I will individually both review whatever your brand is online.
Almost anything.
Yeah.
What about my sweat equity?
SweatEquityPod.com.
Boom.
Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?